What's going on, guys? My name is Chris. Thanks for joining the channel. Today we're talking about Beyond Meat. We're going to go over what this company's about, the financials, the value, and what I think this company could do in the next 5 to 10 years, and when you should probably enter or not enter this company. So if you like this kind of content, please hit that spicy like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get started. Alright guys, first things first, in case you guys been living under a rock, we're going to show you a little bit about Beyond Meat and what their mission is. It says, we believe there is a better way to feed our future, and the positive choices we make, no matter how small, can have a great impact on our personal health and the health of our planet. By shifting from animal to plant-based meat, we can positively impact four growing global issues: human health, climate change, constraints on natural resources, and animal welfare. So they are just trying to make the planet a healthier place, make you a healthier person, while also driving down the prices of meat and making it cheaper for everybody. Here I want to show you guys some of the places that Beyond Meat has their product already. They have like Dunkin' Donuts, Hardee's, Denny's. They got the Epic Burger in there. And many more places, as you can see here. And this is not a list of all of them. This is just a list of some of the places that Beyond Meat is at right now. Financials is one of the most important things that you can look at when you're looking into a company. And for this company, it looks outstanding, in my opinion. In 2016, they had $16 million worth of sales. In 2019, they had over $297 million worth of sales. So that's huge growth for this company. Obviously, more and more people are figuring out about this company, and that's what's driving these revenues up. They went from losing $5.51 a share to only losing 29 cents a share in 2019, which is huge growth, and it shows you that they're getting closer and closer to profitability. And when they do get to profitability, that will help them put more money into research and development and make this company strive even further into the future. We take a look at their balance sheet here. In 2017, they had $39 million on their balance sheet. In 2019, they now have $275 million on their balance sheet. Their debt has also accumulated to $30 million over the course of the last 3 years, but this is not concerning to me because they could pay their debt off like 5-6 times. So once again, this is a great balance sheet, and their revenue growth is really great. This could be the next big stock to invest in with how fast their revenues are growing year over year. So I want to take a look at what this analyst has to say about this stock. He's a very bullish analyst on the stock, even though this stock sits at $11.5 billion valuation. Let's just get into it and see what he has to say. It says Beyond Meat market cap hovers around 11.5 billion, a trailing month sales of 400 million. Beyond Meat stocks sports a price to sales ratio of 29. America's largest traditional meat producer, Tyson, trades at a 0.5 times trailing sales. So they're obviously way overvalued if you're comparing them to Tyson or other big companies, because a 29 price to sales ratio is ridiculous in the books. But with a company that's growing revenue so quick, it can be justified very quickly over the next few years, because if they keep growing revenues double year over year, this price to sales ratio could dramatically fall. And I've seen a lot higher price to sales ratios, but I've seen a lot lower. So keep that in mind, that this stock is a risk and it is a big reward, but that's what you get whenever you get into these new age companies that are just now starting and just now breaking the ground and trying to get their products out to the consumer. But he goes on to say, but this thesis misses a big picture. The big picture here is plant-based meat is the future of eating. Beyond Meat is the unrivaled leader in the plant meat space, and the company will sustain enormous growth over the next 5 years on its way to unseating Tyson as the Americans' largest meat producer. In my opinion, that's going to be a really tough thing to do, because there's a lot of Tyson meat out there, and Beyond Meat, I hardly see it on the shelves compared to Tyson meat. He goes on with this bullish case to say that plant meat is the future. Plant-based meat is better for animals. Plant-based meat is better for the environment. Plant-based meat production and scale is far cheaper, so whenever you're scaling this product, it's going to be a lot cheaper to produce. You're pretty much just making this in a lab, and it's going to be way less expensive in the future. As of today, it's more expensive to make, but that's only because they haven't scaled it yet. And he also says plant-based meat will inevitably be healthier than animal-based meat. He says one of the biggest knocks against plant-based meat today is that it's not healthy. But the science here will only get better as plant-based meat demand surges. And as the science gets better, the plant meat products will only get healthier and healthier. Meanwhile, animal meat won't get any healthier. So he's saying that as of right now, they're still in the beginning stages of their R&D, their researches and developments of this product, and it's really not healthier for you than any animal meat, but science can only get better and the meat can only get healthier, where animals, they can't change them to make them any healthier or better for your body. He goes on to say, Beyond Meat is the industry leader. I've said it before and I'll say it again, plant-based meat is today where electric vehicles were about a decade ago in terms of mainstream global distribution, and Beyond Meat is the Tesla of plant-based meat megatrend. He's saying like a decade ago when everybody was laughing at electric vehicles and saying that they couldn't go any faster than go-karts and they couldn't hold a charge longer than 100 miles, that it was just absurd to even try to make an electric vehicle. That's where plant-based meat is today, and in a decade from now, that this all could really change, and this could be a big global thing. For it could really help feed countries that are poor and need these types of product. And especially as the population keeps increasing, we have like 7.5 billion people on the earth today, and in a decade from now we're going to have over 10 billion people on the planet. It's going to be very hard to feed everybody with just animal meat, and with Beyond Meat being able to make this in a factory, being able to make this in a lab, will help feed the rest of the world the proteins and the meats they need. Why is Beyond Meat ahead of everybody else? It says right here, first, the company has a huge technological advance. So a lot of people that buy this product are going back to buy this product. And second, Beyond Meat has a distribution advantage. Beyond Meat is already in 118,000 retail and food service outlets and has signed a big deals with like McDonald's, Starbucks, Yum, and many, many more. And then he goes on to say, third, the company has branding advantages. Beyond Meat has become the brand for plant-based meat. So he's just saying a lot of people want to use Beyond Meats because that's the name of the game. Like whenever you think vegan food at Walmart, McDonald's, or any other big fast food chains, you're thinking Beyond Meat's product, and they already have an advantage because they're going to be well known and trusted by the time anybody else starts to enter this space. In 2020 Q2, they reported a net loss of 2 cents per share. And let me go back to this page. In 2019, they had a 29-cent loss in shares. So they are still getting really close to profitability, and they should be profitable by, I'd say, next year or 2021. Beyond Meat reported sales of 13.3 million, up 69% versus the same quarter a year ago. It was Beyond Meat's first quarter over 100 million revenue mark. Wall Street expected revenues of 99.29 million, so they're beating expectations on every line pretty much. They're getting close to profitability. Their revenues are beating analyst expectations. They're up 69% from a year ago. So this shows that this company isn't slowing down in growth anytime soon. In fact, they're speeding up in my belief. So the executives of Beyond Meat pretty much said that the net revenue increased because of their price slashes and the promotional offers for its vegan meat customers. So because of all the fast food restaurants closing down, they said, let's put a lot of our product and a lot of our efforts into the retail, into Walmart, into Kroger, and all these other big companies, and see how that works out for us. And it worked out awesome for them. It grew 159% in Q2. And another great thing that this company has going for them is they expanded into China, which shows me that this company is not scared to expand outside the US into the other countries. And China might be a very big market for Beyond Meat and vegan food overall. Also in their Q2 earnings, Walmart said that they will expand distribution of the Beyond Meat patties to more than 2,400 stores, which is also going to help their growth for next quarter tremendously. I'd like to take a look at Beyond Meat's stock chart here. So since the inception, they've ran up early 2019 almost 250%, but since then, they've come down from that high almost 30%. In the last 6 months, they've shown really good growth, almost 64% in the last 6 months. Now looking at these charts, Beyond Meat likes to drop about a 10 to 20% usually during its falls. We got a 12% drop here. Obviously, this was the Rona, so they dropped a bunch during that. That was almost 54%. But other than that, they usually drop anywhere from 10 to 20%, as you can see on these little drops here. There's a 17% drop. That was a 10% drop. And now we are on another little fall here. And we're about at 16%. So I would suggest, if you're looking into buying this company, to look for a 150, 140 range to start adding to your position. Me personally, I want in at that 130 mark. And I think this is the future. I really do. And the revenue growths are exponential, guys, and that really excites me. Even with a really high PS ratio, I think the revenue growths are going to really help drag this down, and this company becoming profitable next year is really important to me, because if they can become profitable, that's going to help them and make it more attracting to a lot of the people out there that want to buy this product but can't justify spending more money for a healthier alternative. So if you're looking to get into this company, keep an eye open for this stock price to keep going down. And like I said, at that 140, 130, it's going to have a strong resistance in my belief, and that's where I'm going to start adding to my position. Anything under $100 is a complete steal in this company. If you can get this company for under $100, it's almost a guaranteed make money company. So keep that in mind. This company has been up to 200 and down to 77. So today is a great time to start thinking about getting into this company, and maybe even adding a small position if you just want to go ahead and jump in now, just because they're on that downtrend. As you can see here on the graph chart for the 1 year, that 130, 140 range is the resistance line that I can see here. So if it ever gets down to this point right here, then you're looking at a good value for this stock, in my belief. Even though they have to grow into this valuation, I strongly believe that Beyond Meat could be worth 40 billion, maybe even 100 billion in the next 10 years. And that's exponential growth for this company. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thanks for sticking to the end. My name is Chris. Please hit that spicy like button, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the month. That's all for today. Peace out.